So, super happy. The painting is done. Welcome back. Let's do some hanging of the rockers and the inner rocker. First off, let me show you how much of a pain this gas tank was. I'm guessing because I put these new tubes in here. These tubes. Had to use different bolts. Had to use bolts with long bolts with a lot of washers. The other one's under there. This took me about 3 hours today. It was not fun at all. Anyways, it's hung up. Hopefully it's good enough. It's part of the truck right now, so we'll see. I'll keep you updated if something happens there. Last thing I need to do back here is weld in that plate right there. But other than that, it's painted. It's not 100% perfect, but it looks amazing. I'm very happy with it. Alright, so I trimmed this inner rocker in. I had to cut top of the edge there and had to trim this edge here. So I ended up leaving that plate in. I put POR over it. Had to trim. Had to grind little spots all the way through for where I'm putting the inner rocker. So for that, I hung up the inner rocker and figured out where I wanted them. Some of them I had to move over a little bit because of the holes. So I did that, marked them off. I used this hole punch from Harbor Freight. I don't know, it was like 20 or 30 bucks. It's not bad at all, and it does an amazing job. What I noticed a lot of people don't say is you have to twist this. I think you have to take one of these bolts out and twist this so that this has more of a gap to reach into the rocker panel itself, because the rocker itself is a lot thicker to fit in between here. You'll figure it out. It's not that hard. Yeah. So, anyways, I used the hole punch for all on this edge. Had to drill out holes with a drill bit on these. Just eyeball it, get it close enough. And then I put it up, hung it up. Alright, so I hung it up there, and I used a Sharpie to mark where I was going to put it all. And then I took a grinding wheel and cleaned that all up. So from this point on, I need to weld this in and start fitting the outer rocker. Yeah, did down here too. Looks good. I'm happy with it. I will show you how to hang up the outer rocker next. Alright, the outer rocker's fitted on there. Got a lot of gaps, just like the other side. It's not going to fit on there perfectly. Just a little bit of a bummer. Cut in the cab corner. I like that. I went up a little bit higher on this side. Trimmed that back a little bit and chose to work it there. So hung that up with a screw. Hung up the rear door, made sure the striker fit. Last night we put the front door on. Had a little bit of a fitment issue, but I'm just gonna go with it. You know, see what we can get to work. And that's how bad that looks. Is so far off, but I'll make it work. I'll fill it in with pieces of metal, weld it in there. As long as the cab corner goes on, I don't care. You'll never notice it. You know, it'll look good. I'll be happy with it once it's done. But the inner rocker's all welded up. I threw a coat of black spray paint over the welds on the inner rocker. And yeah, so the next step is to just weld this in. It'll look good. Alright, I'll come back to you when I finish welding. Alrighty, this will be it for today. I welded it in. Definitely didn't turn out as great as the other side. Still got a hole up in there. Probably just gonna leave it. But spot welded it all in. This side got that big hole there, but I made that work there and closed the back up there. So I'm out of welding gas. I guess I'm going to put the epoxy primer, this stuff, on the bare metal, and then put body filler over that. At least that's what the guy at the paint store told me to do. So I'm going to do that. I'm just worried about doing that because I got 4 days once I start that primer, and then it's done. And I got little spots on the fenders that I need to do, and I don't know what we're gonna do about the truck bed yet. Still working that out. So yeah, the next video might take a little while, waiting for funds to come in for getting base coat, clear coat, and figuring the bed out. But at least we got the rockers done. Other than that, I will see you guys later. Bye.